Well, to start our digital marketing audit, I guess, journey, we're on page 5 at 97. We'll start with on-site audits, and we're talking about how before we do anything, before we do optimization, like at backlinks, really any of these things, we want to see that Google is indexing the website and knows it exists and knows what pages are going on here. And there's multiple ways we're going to do that. A lot of SEOs would say the primary way of doing that is submitting a sitemap. I completely agree. We will be analyzing that first, but there is a good way to do a quick glance to kind of just get a general idea of, all the hard work you're doing with the content, adding pages and blogs and plenty of other content. We want to ensure we get a quick glance at that actually happening. So you can see here that there's sometimes that like Google and Bing might index pages differently. They both have like different crawlers, different spiders that crawl the website differently. A lot of times you'll see a difference between Google and Bing because Google, typically their sitemap, you'll dissuade crawlers from crawling things like multiple blog page, like feed pages. So, with your blog, you might have like page 1, 2, 3, 4. Typically you don't want to index those. You want to get the blogs themselves or just an initial feed. There's a lot of feed stuff. Some people use AMP, like accelerated mobile pages that can get indexed. There's a lot of things we'll go into it because this is a technical audit that you don't necessarily want to prioritize over other things. It's important to let search engines know like the most pertinent pages, start with priority. You work your way down to pages of least importance, and then you get to a point where you're going to completely dissuade. Either you don't do a sitemap for them, or you might do a no index, no follow for some pages that don't matter or don't matter to be crawled. So for example, privacy policy and terms and condition pages are not really a good use of crawl budget when it comes to inviting spiders and crawlers to index what's going on with your website. That's more for user experience and best practices. So what we did here, initial way to kind of see how you're indexing prior to doing an analysis of your sitemap, I have here our Market My Market, Google Webmaster Tools, Google Search Console now. Been doing this for a bit. That's what it used to be called. So I'm over here. I'm starting with index coverage. And then right off the bat, you can kind of see here what is considered valid. And then this is excluded. There's different reasons for that. You can see some of the reasons here. Being no index, there's reasons we would have done that internally. Crawl anomalies have to be analyzed on a case by case, and there's reasons we did a page with a redirect. Maybe it was an old page that's not relevant anymore, but can redirect and pass along authority to another existing page. Not found, different reasons for that. Whole other conversation. And as far as valid, so we know that roughly 494 pages on our website are indexed by Google. According to this, submitted and indexed, maybe roughly 390. We don't have these in the sitemap. There's different reasons for that. It's like I was mentioning, it's a blog page. These are parts of the feed. We don't necessarily want these to be indexed as a priority above other parts of our website. So going back, you'll see that the ones that are covered and are valid are going to be a lot of service pages and a lot of blogs. So you can see that these generally make sense. Another way we can do this is we can do a search, and we can do site:/marketmymarket.com, and you can see this 262 results is very, very similar to this 390. That's showing me that there isn't too much of a discrepancy and it is indexed well. And you can see from here, the pages that are being indexed seem to be the ones that we want, like this with our special characters. So you go through and you'll see a lot of our blogs and a lot of our pages. And this is a good indication that our indexing is healthy because we know that we wanted at least 390 pages indexed, and right now we have 362. And that is not a huge discrepancy. So that's a good start to knowing that our website is indexing well.